welcome back to Crystal's Tarot, or welcome if you're new. I hope you consider joining our team. And we're going to do a bonus reading for the earth signs because you guys had the most views. This is going to be a reading for Virgo love for the end of June 2021. I'm going to, before we get started, I was shuffling and getting ready to get started. And there was like a pre-message, and usually I would wait for it to come out during the reading. But for whatever reason, I just felt like it kind of ties in today's reading maybe. So we're going to read it and then we'll start our reading and see what else comes out. But you had the Four of Pentacles. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. Tanya, I wasn't really prepared. Four of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. Okay, so what I'm getting from this is that for some of you, there's something that you've been holding on to or that's holding on to you, but there's a desire from one of you to walk away from something. But there's like a need for communication underneath that. That's the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like there's a need for communication about like boundaries, staying in your power, sticking within your like the areas that you feel comfortable within. I feel like there's something like you're trying to walk away from something, from deception, from like lack of clarity, from confusion, from like whatever it is for you. I feel like there's been like a lack of clarity, a lack of movement, a lack of something, whatever it is for you. And you're like wanting to move away from that energy. You're like trying to like have like, you're trying to receive, or like there's communication, either to you or to yourself, about standing in your power, being confident, staying secure within yourself and your own power, and not really allowing other people to have that placement or that power control over you. But I feel like there's something or someone, either you or someone is doing this, is holding on too tight, or is holding on to something. There's an energy of a party holding on to something, but they're not, like they don't want to put movement forward to it, but they don't want to let it go. And then there's a party that wants to let go, but they kind of like have some struggle and concerns with doing so. I feel like there's like a lack of connection within the connection, if that makes sense. It might feel like it's just like a relationship. Let's see. King of Swords, the Hanged Man, and Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like you're being called to speak your truth, even though you're not sure like how to do it or like how it's going to be received. But I feel like it's something that you've been thinking about for a while. It's something or it's something that you've been wanting to do for a while. Like I feel like you've been putting energy and effort into something. I feel like pieces of it are kind of like coming along the way you might like it to, but majority of it is not really falling into place the way that you would hope necessarily. So I feel like that's kind of leaving you like confused and limbo, like if you're going in the right direction, like to let something go or to not. I feel like for some of you, you might feel like there's constantly a carrot being dangled in front of you. Notice this crow, okay? And then what I'm seeing, so this guy, he's like looking at everything he's been building, right? There's some pieces that are like cool, shiny, it's pretty, but most of it's like shaded. It's shade, it talks about like the moon, not like it's not to its full potential. It's not where we want it to be necessarily. There might be confusion or lack of movement or something. There's something, multiple elements that aren't going the way that you might necessarily want it. And you see like spirits right here, like look at this shiny little penny I got, right? I feel like spirits like trying to encourage you or motivate you, inspire you. For some of you, I feel like a spirit's trying to like get you to go into a direction, trying to get you to like kind of stay inspired and keep on track. But I feel like regardless right now you're kind of like not sure what to do. Like both of these cards, they represent lack of movement. And this guy, he's not really sure, like he's just standing there. He's evaluating everything he's done, everything he's built, if it's good enough, if it's like what he wants it to be, like what he can do next. He's just like evaluating things. And then you have the Hanged Man right here. So that speaks about like being tied up. I always equate that to being like a pessimistic energy of like, you kind of feel inspired to go somewhere, to do something, but you don't feel like you have all the pieces necessarily together. So it kind of like halts you and causes you to be like, okay, I'm not sure what to do because I don't know how everything's going to play out. So it causes you to have like a lack of movement. Whereas that Fool energy is more like the optimistic of like having that trust in spirit, taking that leap of faith, knowing that whatever you're inspired to go towards, it's for a reason, it's for your greater good, it's your soul is pulling you there for a reason. Okay, and then you have the King of Swords. Okay, so this speaks about you getting true with yourself, or you speaking your truth with somebody in your environment. So I feel like that's clear. So for everybody it's different. Okay, Spirit's ready to. For everybody it's different. For some of you guys, well, for everybody it's different, but you know what it is to you. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can find that information in the description box below. Please feel free to reach out to me. Virgo for June. Thank you, Spirit. Virgo for June. This will be our last shuffle. Sorry, one more. We have another pre-message. We have the Six of Cups. So there's something nostalgic, or something that's been around for a long time. This could be a person, place, or thing, a feeling, whatever it is for you. Then you have the King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This talks about taking movement, actions towards what you love, like creating a solid foundation. Then you have Justice. Clarify with the Two of Swords. All right. For some of you, I feel like there might have been a connection that you might have felt attached to at one point in time that goes back since your childhood or since you were younger or whatever it is for you. I feel like there was something unfair, unbalanced. There was like a lack of justice within this situation. Even though it had potential with the King of Cups here, I feel like it had the potential to be something that had long-term stability where you could have like really had that connection. But whether you're in it or it's in the past, it's in whatever it is for you, I felt like it was not balanced. It was not fair. It was not honest. There was like a lot of confusion, a lot of lies, a lot of deception, a lot of just shadiness. We'll just call it that, okay? And I felt like that kind of caused you to be confused, to be like stuck within your mind about something, to kind of like within there's an element. I felt like there's an element of that you kind of like had an idea about, a thought process behind, and for whatever reason, I felt like you felt like at one point in time your spirit, your intuition was guiding you there, but I felt like it kind of like became like a situation where it wasn't fair, it wasn't balanced, it wasn't what you thought it was, it wasn't what you thought it was. We'll just leave it like that, okay? It left you kind of being confused and like stuck within your mind, your head. I feel like it kind of either caused you to feel disconnected and unsatisfied within that connection, or within that connection and or other connections. I felt like you feel trapped within this energy, trapped within your mind about it. But I felt like you're bringing nurturing energy to that. For some of you, this could be past energy of where you've held this energy. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles again. Okay. So for some of you, I'm getting like, if this is your story, you might be feeling like you feel trapped within this like disappointment energy, like confusion, conflict energy, lack of clarity, lack of truth. But you're trying to heal that. And I feel like you're trying to like evaluate things and look at like what else within you needs to be healed, to kind of like fix this and heal it and bring balance to it, to heal from this pain with the Four of Swords. Okay, anyways, let's keep it moving. Alright guys, we're going to take this last one, but this is going to be the last one, because then we're going to be here all day with pre-messages. My goodness. I'm sorry guys. You have the King of Swords and the World card. So what this is saying is that either to speak your truth, or you might have speak your truth or receive some truth or clarity that's changing your world, changing your environment, changing the way that you do things, changing the way that you expect things, changing the way that you control your power, changing the way that you stand in your power. All right. Virgo for June. No. All right, guys, we're not taking no more pre-messages. Otherwise, we're going to be here all day with pre-messages. Thank you, Spirit. Virgo for June. All right, good. I noticed that this was in your pre-messages. I'd be like disappointment and all that, but it's in your recent past. So like I feel like you definitely healed that energy. Virgo. All right, guys. Bottom of the deck, Six of Wands. Hey, I like it. Yes, please. So there's some sort of victory coming in around you, for you. You guys, I just realized we didn't clean out our energy. I'm sorry. I just noticed I didn't do that before we got started. But I don't feel like we necessarily need to right now. It doesn't feel like heavy. I feel like there's a lot of like cleaning out that's been going on. I feel like in general, for the most part, I feel like everybody's like practicing self-love and reflecting on the things that they've been through, who they've been through things with, who's good for them, who's not, what's a good environment, what's not. I feel like there's a lot of reviewing and reflecting and like basically seeing if anything needs to change. But I feel like overall, like it's a good energy. We're gonna read this, but this isn't part of your messages, your cards. You have the Six of Cups. So it speaks about nostalgic. That was in your pre-messages. The Knight of Swords. The Page of Wands. And the Moon. Okay. For some of you, there's could be somebody from your past that you have had like either clarity, not reconciliation, like either clarity or conversation, communication. And I felt like that conversation, I felt like it left you feeling inspired about lack of clarity, if that makes sense. Like I feel like for some of you, you might have like felt like that there's, for some of you, whoever this is for you in your environment, if this message resonates, it's a general message, it's not going to apply to everybody, but I felt like there was either a truth or a clarity or something that came in for you where you had realized, like for some of you, you might have realized like that this person, place, situation, whatever it is for you, it's not going to like give you what you need. It's not going to be honest and upfront. It's not going to like share, or it's not going to open up. It's not going to be what you need it to be. Let's see. I felt like there's like, for some of you, there might be something that you might have recently became aware of. Or somebody in your environment became aware of it and maybe shared it with you. I felt like there was like for some of you there might have recently been like a strong communication, like either passionate or aggressive, like argumentative. And I felt like it was like sharp words, like sharp clarification, sharp whatever it was for you. But it has to do with something from your past, if it applies. Okay. Virgo. Okay, Spirit is very talkative, and we're not going to take these pre-messages. I don't know what's going on. I feel like for some of you, you might have a lot of questions, have a lot, like, needing a lot of answers. We'll try to get it through, we'll try to get as much information as we can today, but keep in mind, this is a general reading, and if we're here doing the pre-messages all day, we're going to be here all day, and we're not going to get to our actual reading. So if you're interested in getting your personal reading, go ahead and reach out to me. But other than that, let's go ahead and start. Spirit says one more shuffle, and then we're going to get started. Sorry, I feel like sometimes like it's that energy of there's a lot of questions, a lot of stuff coming out, but kind of keep it on track, you know? So if we don't, it's going to be like I said, we'll be here all day on pre-messages and we're not going to get to our reading. Justice came out again. And maybe at the end we'll see how this reading goes, how long it goes, and maybe at the end we'll get some additional messages. You have the Eight of Wands again, which also came out in your pre-message. Sorry, you got like a book for your outcome, but I do as Spirit says. Three of Wands. Okay, so this victory that's in your environment. So bottom of the deck is the energy that surrounds you. that can impact your energy that you may or may not be aware of. And you have the Six of Wands clarified with the Three of Wands. So there's a victory that you have the ability to tap into, and I feel like it's something you've been waiting for. It's something that either you've like waited for spirit to bring in, it's an intention that you set out, there's something, there's a focus that you've set out there and you've been waiting for it to come in, and I feel like there's a victory coming around the corner in regards to it for some of you. Well, no, that's the bottom of the deck. So if you have the ability to tap into that energy, if you're resonating with the message, this energy surrounds you. So it looks like there's a potential victory coming in as long as you're able to like tap into it and follow your intuition and follow the prompts that spirit guides you to. Current energy, you have the Three of Cups clarified with the Page of Cups. So I feel like for some of you, there's like there's like a need to celebrate something in regards to like, for some of you, I feel like there might have been like an engagement with this Page of Cups and the Three of Cups. It speaks, the Three of Cups can either speak about third party, but the card that's clarifying it, I felt like there's like something to celebrate in regards to a communication of love. So I feel like for some of you, you or somebody in your environment might have gotten married, and that person might be in your like close immediate circle. For some of you, there might have been communication from somebody that you've been waiting to hear from, that you haven't heard from for a while, and that's causing you to have a need for a celebrate. The energy that's crossing you, you have the Seven of Wands clarified with the Knight of Wands. Okay, so I feel like some of you had to stand up for yourself and stand your ground and really decide what it is that you're passionate about and go after it and recognize it and be willing to go after it, move towards it. And that's creating this communication of love and this ability to celebrate something for some of you. For some of you, I felt like you defended something that you were passionate about, even though it didn't seem like you should be defending it. Whatever it is for you, there's something that you defended that you were passionate about, and it's creating like this movement of love, this ability to have conversations of love, something to celebrate because of conversations of love. Bottom of the, your underlined energy, which I equate to be like what's at your soul level, you have the Queen of Wands and the Justice card. So there's something that you're passionate about, that you feel confident and secure about. You feel like it's your place, like it belongs to, not that it belongs to you, but it's a connect, it's a fit, it's your right match, it's yours. Like how do you say, it's something, there's something at a soul level that you just feel is like your fit, like it just, I don't know how to explain it. If this message is for you, that will resonate with you. But I felt like it gives you confidence. For some of you, I felt like at a soul, okay, wow. All right. I'm getting another message here. At a soul level, for some of you, you might have recently ended like a connection, or the way that you thought about a connection. I felt like you had the Justice card here in your pre-message, and then now you're having it here in your reading at a soul level. So I felt like, and then I want you to see, like, she's throwing these pictures in the trash. What the hell? There's not a trash there, but I swear to God I saw one. But either way, she's got her scale and shit. She's like throwing them. So there was something at a soul level that you're calling, like you're the judge and the jury on it. Like, I felt like there's something at a soul level. For some of you, I felt like you gave an opportunity time, and it's time's up, kind of, and you're like calling it. You're like time of death. And I felt like you're just looking at it like very proud, very confident, very secure, like, oh, like you don't feel bad for letting this thing go, whatever it is that you're letting go. I feel like you feel like it's fair and it's the right thing to do. At a soul level, and I don't feel like these are the same. Whatever this is energy and this is, I don't feel like they're the same. Yeah, so at a soul level, I feel like you're feeling very confident and secure within yourself. You're feeling stable and balanced. You're feeling like whatever decisions that you're making, you're doing it out of fairness, out of honesty. I felt like, yeah. I forget what that one is, but like when you die, they weigh your heart against a feather. And so I'm getting like that message right now too. Like, I felt like whatever this was that you're calling quits on, it made your heart too heavy. It made you feel out of place. It took away your security and stability. There was no potential for growth. There was no potential to build and nurture things. So, and you weren't confident. So you're calling time of death, basically, at a soul level. There's something you're calling time of death on. I'm getting that very, very heavily. For some of you, you might just be like trying to like evaluate the things that you feel so confident and secure in, and seeing like how they measure up, how they line up. But I'm heavily getting that message about there's something that made you feel unstable and insecure. Like, it didn't make you feel good. And so now, like, you're calling time of death on it, and you feel confident, you feel secure in that. You feel like there's growth and movement able to happen from that. You feel like you can grow once you let that go. In your recent past, you had the Four of Cups clarified with the Five of Swords. So in your recent past, for some of you, there was like this disappointment in like an emotional event, experience, connection, person, place, or thing, whatever it is for you. But there was some emotional tie to it here with the Five of Cups. But there was not a satisfaction in it. There was disappointment. There was sorrow. There was like, oh, I wish I could have, would have, da 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 da. And I felt like that gave you like conflict within yourself, conflict within your mind. For some of you, it gave you conflict within your environment as well. But that's in your recent past. So that might be what you're calling time of death on at a soul level. Everybody's different. For some of you, I felt like in your recent past, you might have received an offer, but it just wasn't up to your expectations. It wasn't, like, even if it's your person, like maybe you wanted to go on a date or something, and you've been waiting to go on a date with them, and they're like, maybe they weren't as excited, or they just didn't have like any ideas of where to go or something. There was like some sort of disappointment, and I felt like it caused like, in your recent past, there was an emotional disappointment that caused conflict internally and or within your environment. And the crowning energy, you have the Nine of Swords clarified with the High Priestess. The High Priestess, you had out here in a pre-message, I believe. But either way, with the High Priestess showing up in your crowning energy, I feel like you're thinking very heavily. There's something that causes you stress and tension. It like when you think about it, it's hard for you to sleep. It's hard for you to feel settled. But I feel like you're trying to use your intuition. You're trying to use your intuition or somebody else's intuition, to bring truth and clarity. To bring truth truth and clarity to a situation. I feel like whatever it is that you've been thinking about has been heavy. For some of you, I felt like you're like parting from that energy. For others of you, I felt like you kind of still find yourself in it a little bit. In your near future, you have the Knight of Pentacles clarified with the Six of Swords. So in your near future, I feel like you're going to be moving away from difficulty, moving away from problematic situations, people, places, things, and you're moving towards your stability. You're moving towards your growth and your stability. Oh my God. You're moving towards your growth and stability and abundance. You're moving away from the things that are conflicting for you, the things that don't celebrate you, the things that you don't feel nurtured in, the things that you have to seek clarity on. You're moving away from that. You just want to have clarity, have truth, and just have it there because it's there and because it's the right thing. You don't want to have to seek it out. You don't want to have to fight for it. You just want it. And so if people aren't going to be giving that to you, I feel like you're just going to be moving away from that energy in your near future. How you see yourself. You have the Ace of Cups clarified with the Five of Cups. Okay. For some of you, you might see yourself as somebody who's constantly loving and giving, but you might not feel like you receive it back in return. You might feel like people just take from you and they don't give back. And even worse, they don't even appreciate when they do take from you. How other people see you. You have the Knight of Cups clarified with the Eight of Wands. So I felt like some people might see you moving towards a connection that you're emotionally tied to. I feel like some people might see or feel like there's some communication going on. Somebody in your environment might also want to move towards you to like offer you their cup of love. I feel like they've been wanting to communicate with you for a while. And for some of you, I feel like they might actually take that action with the Knight of Cups here. Your hopes and or fears. You have the Page of Swords clarified with the Devil card. So for some of you, well, I don't know why I always say that, guys. I feel like you're concerned about receiving communication and not being able to trust that communication. I felt like for some of you, you're scared of somebody lying and manipulating you and causing like a toxic environment for you. I feel like for some of you, you want to bring truth and clarity to a situation, but you're not sure if it would be a good idea to do so, if it'll be healthy or not to do so. I feel like for some of you, you're hoping that Spirit brings in truth and clarity to clear up like a heavy, like a dishonesty, like somebody who lied or was deceptive or something. Like I feel like you're relying on Spirit to bring you truth and clarity. Your final outcome, should things remain the same? Let's do our clarifiers first. So the Queen of Wands was the card that came out as your final outcome clarifier, but Spirit said go again. And then so after that, we got the Three of Swords, the Four of Swords. Ooh, I'm liking where this is going. The Moon. And the Three of Pentacles. All right, so I'm getting from some of you, okay, hold on. And that's all clarifying. The Star, the Empress, whether you're male or female. The Queen of Swords. The Death card. And the Two of Cups. All right, final outcome should things remain the same. There's a potential for wish fulfillment of creating, birthing something because you stood in your truth. I felt like you didn't let somebody lie and be deceptive towards you. You allowed something to end that wasn't healthy for you in regards to a connection that you have. I feel like by standing in your confidence and standing in your security, I feel like, okay, hold on. There's been a hurt that you've suffered in your past somewhere with your Three of Swords here. So there's been like an emotional disappointment, emotional hurt. But I felt like with the Four of Swords, you're moving past that. You're growing that. You're healing that. You're allowing yourself to move on from that, even though there still might be things that you don't know. Even though there's still things that you don't feel like you have clarity on, you're still working with spirit or whoever it is that you're working with to continue to build your confidence, to increase your power, to increase your confidence and security and stability. Whoever it is that you're going to be working with, whether this is new or somebody else in your environment, I felt like there might be elements that you aren't sure about, that you're not clear about. But I feel like as long as you stand in your truth and speak what's right for you, follow your intuition, follow your instincts, know your deal breakers, and like really stand in your truth, I feel like that's going to bring in your wish fulfillment. That's what's going to allow you to actually create and birth this opportunity. And I feel like you might come off like a little harsh and blunt at first, a little aggressive. But I felt like whoever it is going to realize like that there's not really there's not really an issue there. It's more there's things that you're trying to defend because maybe you had issues with in the past. So I feel like this person who comes in or who's already there, I feel like they're going to realize that you're not trying to be a jerk to them with this Queen of Swords here. There's just things that you do differently now because of the way that you've been in your past, because the experiences that you've hurt and learned from. And I feel like they'll recognize that and they won't take it like offensive. And I feel like they're with the Two of the Cups here as the final card. I felt like it's going to be like a connection that is like very much emotional felt, but it's going to be like wish fulfillment for you with the Star card here. And the Empress, sorry, some of you guys might merge families or create families together. I felt like there's going to be like really strong truth and clarity and communication conversations over this this relationship that you find coming in. But I feel like it's because you let something end. You let something, like you called bullshit on something. And what was it? Down here, you called the time of death on something because it wasn't serving you. It wasn't doing what it was supposed to. It's like you gave it time out. You gave it chance after chance after chance after chance. And it wasn't able to grow. So it was time to let it go. All right. So that has been that. We're going to look at some other energies. I'm not going to worry too much about the placement of those cards because we're not going to look at them again. Sorry, guys. I told you I was really not prepared. All right. We're going to look at your energy and your partner's energy. Partner's energy for Virgo. For some of you, if you find yourself single right now, this could be your incoming partner. Or maybe it resonates with your past partner. Who knows? Let's see what Spirit wants to reveal. Virgo, June, partner energy. Virgo. All right. Virgo's partner's energy. That was my hand, guys. My butterfingers. You deserve love. You are lovable. So your partner might see you like in a loving light. It says, unrequited love. There is not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Okay. For some of you, I feel like your partner or the person, whoever this ties to, they might feel like you aren't connecting to them or that you aren't loving them back. I feel like they're wanting to like connect and feel loved and appreciated and included, but I don't feel like they necessarily are. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. So for some of you, this might be somebody who's like feeling like you're pulling away from them, like you're not connecting with them because maybe maybe things are like the verge on, oh my gosh, maybe things are on the verge of ending or kind of shaky right now. Then you have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So I feel like your person is definitely attracted to you. Let's see let's see your energy. But I feel like maybe for some of you, like for some of you, if this is a, I don't feel like this is an incoming part. Well, I feel like somebody has their eye on you. I don't feel like you might necessarily feel the same way about them. But I feel like they are attracted to you and they want to have a chance. For others of you, I feel like your partner might feel like, whether it's true or not, your partner might not feel like you're connecting to them or with them, and they might want your attention. They might feel like you're just not attracted to them the way that they're attracted to you. Let's see. What's Virgo's energy? Virgo's energy. All right, this will be our last shuffle. Virgo's energy towards their partner. Virgo's energy. Make sure it didn't flip. Spirit said, nah, just kidding. Wait. Yep, nope. Virgo's energy. Past life relationship. You have known each other before. Okay, so you might feel like this is somebody who's like part of your soul tribe. You might feel like you guys have been in relationships, and then you deserve love. You are lovable. Both of you guys have this card. So both of you guys might be either needing to or working on that element of self-love, of like feeling good enough, feeling worthy enough. Virgo's energy for the relationship. Virgo's energy. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Let's get one more. soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. All right. Spirit wants to look at the bottom of the decks. They have heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. So your person might be wanting to talk and communicate with you. Your bottom of the deck is getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bonds deepen. All right, so I felt like you and or your partner are wanting to have conversations. Both of these bottom decks, both of the bottom decks indicate conversations, like getting to know each other, like communicating something. Okay, so then you might feel like this person is your soulmate, but you might feel like there's concerns. I'm kind of getting that energy of like even though for some of you, you might feel like if this person is your person, if they're not holding up their end of the deal, if they're not loving me back, if they're not fulfilling the end of their agreement that we established before we got here, then that's okay. But you're not going to wait around for it. Like you're going to go pursue other contracts. Like she's like, okay. I don't, so I'm getting a couple of different things. I feel like for some of you, if this resonates, you might feel emotionally connected to somebody, but there's a lot of concerns with pay attention to the red flags here. And I feel like you want love. You want to be with your person, but you want to be with the person who loves you. And if your person isn't able to get on board and do what they're supposed to and be what you need, then you're willing to just let that go, because I feel like you're standing in your power, you're standing in a victory. There's something that you've been waiting on Spirit to bring in that you feel like would be your wish fulfillment. Like, I don't know if it's a person, place, or thing, a lifestyle, something that you want. There's something that you've been waiting to come in, and I feel like you've kind of relied on Spirit, but I feel like it's around the corner. I feel like it's definitely has the potential to come in sooner rather than later. I don't feel like you'll have to continue to wait much longer. But I feel like there's a need for communications. Like right now, the Eight of Wands just jumped out at me again, and I know that was a card that showed up in your pre-message, as well as you. No, I know for sure it showed up in your pre-message though. And then you have two cards right here. Spirit's like, oh, look at the bottom deck, and both of those indicate communication, as does the Eight of Wands. So I feel like there's a conversation that needs to be had or should be had. But either way, I feel like you're moving towards healthier stability for yourself, whether that's with somebody or not. I feel like you're using your intuition, and I feel like that might be stressing you out right now, of finding stability, finding grounding, finding like stability. Just I feel like there's something that's keeping you up at night that is it's tied to a lot of important things, but at the same time it's kind of tied to nothing somewhat. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay. But I feel like Spirit's encouraging you to keep staying on this mission. Stay in your power. Stand strong in yourself. Recognize how awesome you are, how much you bring to the table. Recognize how you have the right to be confident because you earned it. Like, you deserve to be confident. You should be confident. You should be proud of yourself. And if you're not able to have things grow the way that it needs to grow, then it's okay to move on towards something that can grow. All right. We're going to go ahead and clean out our energy now. Let's inhale and exhale as it feels comfortable to you. Let's do one more. I feel like you're on the right path, Virgo. I feel like just keep going the way that you're going. Keep loving and nurturing yourself. Keep trusting spirit, relying on spirit, and following your intuition. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of love and light.